Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Hello.
another episode of the Boss Ravioli Queens with your two favorite caregivers, Nicole Ravioli.
Boss Lady Amy.
This episode is called Things and Stuff and Things because we're going to be talking about all the things and stuff and things. Shameless plug.
Dink. So, hi. Hello. If you're new here, welcome. We're the Boss Ravioli Queens. We are two caregivers who've been doing this for a combined experience of like
21 years.
20, yeah, that part. 21 years.
11, 10.
And we decided to make this podcast because there's not a lot of caregiver advocacy. Obviously, you see people who make those skits and things like that, but there's not a lot of organizations out there that talk specifically about what our rights are as workers in the healthcare field. The people that we take care of have a lot more rights than we do.
Very much.
So we decided to talk about it. So come along on this journey with us. You can go back. Come on. You can go back and you can listen to all of our old episodes. We are not currently releasing any audio-only episodes at this time. It's been a minute since we have.
However,
Probably like in a year at this point.
we might have the capability to now.
I think we do. In today's episode, you're going to learn about that.
Again?
So you can go back and you can listen to those episodes and anywhere you listen to podcasts other than Apple. And then you can also go back on YouTube and watch all of our old videos on there. You can also stay up to date on YouTube as we release a new video every week. And so stay tuned. We've got fun things coming. You'll get to know us. And if you like that stuff, you should subscribe. So,
Shameless plug over?
shameless plug over. Dink.
We're still good at it. It just doesn't make us satisfying.
I know.
Fine. Everything's fine. Well, we have some new equipment now. So you guys will probably be able to hear us better. We're not like yelling at my phone anymore. We now have some new mics. We got a laptop.
Yep.
A new camera.
Yep.
I don't remember the other thing.
Tripod.
Okay.
Audio interface.
That.
Yeah,
And then I think that covers it, right?
I think so.
So it's all very exciting things, though, because now we're not going to sound like poop and we're not going to look like poop. I'm still going to look like a gremlin 95% of the time, and that's fine with me.
Yeah. So for those of you who've been along since the beginning, we've gone on a journey together, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So I guess a little recap. Before we started doing YouTube, we actually did release audio only. That was the only way that we released our episodes for a long, long time. And then I think, 2, maybe going on 3 years now, we've been releasing videos on YouTube.
Like 2.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't even know. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, so we've been releasing videos for a while now. And then for like a hot minute, we were releasing videos and audio only, but now we're just doing the videos. I think we're going to go back to doing both again fairly soon.
A learning curve. So Boss Lady Amy's husband is going to teach us how to like pull the audio from the episodes and like release it at least on Spotify for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we might have to resubscribe to whatever service we were using to release audio and episodes on.
I'm sure.
Audio and video. My brain isn't.
Yeah, we had your little rinky-dink laptop.
I know.
And then we had...
Laptop. It was a Chromebook.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a Chromebook.
So I had to use that app.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then we had...
the app was stupid.
And we had like, $10 mics from Target?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think they were $5 each.
And then eventually it got to the point where we got so fed up with our equipment that we just started using her phone.
Yep. My phone and a ring light and like the thing on the ring light to like keep my phone in place. Oh, it's been a journey, guys.
It really has. Yeah, so we're...
Wait a second. This is my first opportunity to throw shade.
Do it.
So, you know how I said we were going to be editing the episodes and everything? We're actually going to be editing the episodes, unlike some other person that we don't associate with anymore.
Yeah, so that person used to always say that they were going to do it and then just never would every time. And there was so many times where there was so many things that we were promised that were going to get edited out that just never did. Names of people that we know personally, locations of things, I believe some member names, which like is a huge no-no. And again, we were promised every single time that those things were going to get edited out, and they never did. Never, ever. But you know, the funny part was when that person like made a mistake, when it was something that they said that they didn't like, it would get edited out.
Yeah.
But then anything from us, we'd be freaking out and they'd be like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it."
Never did.
And then throws the episode up. "Oh, did you edit it? Oh, no, I forgot." It'll be fine. No.
Or like before you even had the chance to ask said person, I would watch the episode and then I would like text you and be like,
"It's not edited out."
yeah. Except there is some choice.
No. Like, but it'll be fine until it wasn't fine. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're excited to actually like really kick up the production and things like that. And yeah, just I don't know, this is the nicest equipment we've ever had, so
It's be nice.
yeah, I'm excited to learn and just finally get a better quality.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's all gonna be good. You know, I feel like we should take a trip down memory lane.
We should. I also feel like we should talk about what we want the future to look like. So I think that'll be good.
We'll make it come full circle.
Yeah.
So when we started this, like, it's crazy to me to think about what we were doing at that point in time, because we would literally meet on my weekends off and you would have to request off because you were doing management for like a different portion of the company at that point.
Yep, and I was also on call as well.
Yeah, so it was literally my weekend off and your weekend that you weren't on call.
And oftentimes, like, without fail, almost every time, because we could only record once a month and then we would do 4 episodes at a time. So at that point, without fail, almost every time, your weekend off always happened to fall on my weekend on call. Almost every time.
Somehow, we just made it work.
Every time.
Every time.
Every single time. I don't know how, but there was never, not a single one where there was a conflict where it was like, you're supposed to be working right now. And it's like, oh, sorry, I'm 3 hours away.
Yeah, so if you haven't watched or listened to any of our older episodes, I think when we first started recording for YouTube, we talked about like how we used to get together and meet up at hotels and record. So we would split the cost 3 ways. We would usually
Except we
weren't. We would usually except we weren't. Funny how that. So we would get to the hotels. We would generally go like sit in the hot tub for like an hour, maybe swim a little, and then come back, shower, and record for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, it would be hours because each episode would be like 30 to 45 minutes.
And then not only that, but after we were done recording, my job wasn't over. It was never.
And then she would jump into editing immediately.
Literally right away. Because I wanted the 3 of us to sit down and be like, does this need to be edited?
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think? I want input. And then eventually, because said other person would never really give their input, like that.
Yeah, it was always just like, well, it was fine.
Yeah, so then I would just...
And I would be like, well, actually, I kind of wanted to listen to this. Well, whatever.
So then I ended up just like editing the episodes at home and started running into some problems with like the sound not working on the app that we were using. And then we decided to start using my phone, which I believe once we started using my phone was already when said person and I moved here.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, your phone, obviously, at the time it was the best solution that we had.
It was.
But it came with other problems because there was really no way of editing it other than like if you had gotten like software for that on your
my
phone, and that was going to be
because
hard.
The other person had a laptop but wouldn't edit.
Yep.
And I was like, if you teach me how to edit, I can do it. And he was like, oh yeah, I can do that. Never did.
No,
never did.
No, and that's the thing is that he had a really nice laptop too, and
Yeah, it was an HP.
it completely had the capability of editing, no question. But yeah, so that's where we landed.
So we continued to use my phone even after said person left the podcast. And we just recently got this set up, so I'm really excited to actually like watch this video back later. Because I feel like the quality is going to be 10 times better.
And one of the things that we wanted to do for a really long time was like watch back our old videos and like make commentary and stuff.
Yeah, like react video.
But we couldn't do that because we didn't have the capability of doing that. But now we do, and we're so excited. So yeah, I'm like really, really pumped to do that because I'm gonna have so much to say about so many things.
Same. Like when said person would make jokes that were never actually jokes, and then I would get mad, and we would be recording when I would be mad, and he wouldn't edit me being mad out. So then he was making me look like the a-hole situation. That would happen a lot, actually.
So often. And like we would get so sidetracked, and we would try and like bring it back, and then they just like kept doing it because they thought it was so funny. And like after a while, it was just like, okay, can we like move on, please?
Got old.
It was funny for like a second. It's not funny anymore.
Next.
Yeah, seriously, skip. Skip. And then now, one of the things that we can do too is we can finally do that revamp series that we talked about, where we are going to go back and talk about a topic that we've already talked about, but we're going to do it our way.
Yeah.
It's like Taylor's version, except Boss Lady Amy and Nicole Ravioli's version. So yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Inevitably better.
It will be. It'll be so much better. And again, we didn't have the ability to do that before because we wanted to actually like
watch the video.
We wanted to like watch the video, like take notes, really kind of like do our research about what was talked about then versus, what we're going to be talking about now. We want to actually edit them. We want them to be quality. We had started this in mind with a vision, and we're working towards that vision still, and we've been working steady at it for the last couple of years, and
we have.
Yes, we have, and we don't intend on changing that. And now I feel like we're in a place where we can finally actually like achieve that.
I agree.
Words.
So, well, with said other person, our quality of our videos really, like our content really started to go down because they clearly did not want to be doing this anymore. And when I made the joke about like, if you don't want to do it anymore, just say that, they were like, yeah, but I really don't. And I was like, okay, well then you, me, and Amy need to have a talk.
Yeah.
It's fine if you don't want to do it, but you need to tell her that.
Yep.
So that's what we did, and here we are.
Yep, and I kind of known, like, well, we both kind of knew for a while, and it was mainly just, we were just like, okay, we're going to try and get this person to admit it, because, like, we already knew it.
It was the fact that we weren't just going to give him an out.
Exactly. We wanted to hold him accountable, and we wanted to actually have him say it from his own mouth, Because we knew that he wasn't 100% invested, and that was fine with us. We were totally fine with that. But exactly, we wanted to actually have him say the words for himself.
Yeah. Because, like, when we first started, I could kind of tell that for him it was more of like a get rich quick that, like, noticed by some person who, like, sponsors influencers or, like, whatever. So he was in it for, like, the free stuff and the money, and we're in it because we actually care about what we're talking about.
Right. Exactly. Yep. And like pretty much right away, as soon as he realized that like it wasn't going as far as he wanted it to, like that fast, basically he in so many words had said like the quality didn't matter because we didn't have enough viewers for it to matter.
Yeah.
And like to us, I mean, we could have one viewer and that means everything. As long as we're changing one person's, you know, life or perspective or whatever, that's,
Or even, like,
that's enough.
telling you something you didn't know.
That's enough. Like, you know, I am one of the things that I feel like I pride myself on in my life with being able to help people specifically is teaching people things they didn't know in a like nice, respectable manner, because I know what it's like to feel stupid, and I don't want anybody to feel stupid. And so that is something that I take very seriously. And just even teaching one person something that they didn't know that's huge. Knowing that I can make a difference in somebody else's life is a huge thing for me. And I mean, to us, obviously that mattered. And that didn't to him, which was fine. That's okay that it wasn't his prerogative. The problem was that he didn't say that.
Correct. So it just like drug on forever.
For so long. For so long.
I would say for probably the last year that he was involved.
Well, he had said that he started getting burnt out with it a couple months in. And I had even said it. I was like, I don't understand
why you
just didn't say anything. And he was like, well, I didn't want to let you guys down. Like, okay, but you showing up without actually really showing up was letting us down.
Yeah.
Like that, it was just like not ripping the Band-Aid off. Like it just drug on when it didn't need to.
It was literally, the Band-Aid was there, but there was like this festering sore underneath it that just kept getting worse.
All the time. And he just kept slapping more Band-Aids on it instead of just ripping the thing off. And we would have been fine with it. Actually, we probably would have been happier with it because then we could have moved on
sooner.
It's exactly, even quicker. So yeah.
There's the tea.
There's that.
Ravioli, rather.
Right, exactly. Too messy for tea. But at the end of the day, you know, we've said it before. We don't wish this person any ill will. I want to see them succeed over there.
My favorite saying is, I still want to see you eat, just not at my table.
Exactly. We're never going to say, like, we wish anything bad upon them. It's just, you're only ever going to hear what was done to us, but you're never going to hear us say, oh, they're out there doing this, and this, and that, because that's not who we are.
Right. We're not slanderous.
No.
And honestly, we can sit here and tell you the facts of the situation and still, like, be happy with the results later. Because honestly, the best thing that really did happen was him leaving the podcast. I feel like we're much more focused and goal-oriented now.
Oh, absolutely.
Whereas before it was the constant sidetracking and
just
like
chaos. And not in a good way.
And like then him never really contributing to anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like we were the two like nerds out of the group project with the one person that
taking all the credit. Yeah, exactly. And it was getting to the point where like we were starting to dread recording days because it was like, okay, here we go again. What's his excuse this time? Is he even going to show up? Okay, well, he showed up. Well, He clearly doesn't want to be here. Like, it was miserable for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we were practically begging him to tell us that he didn't want to do it. Like, we said that so often. Like, bro, if you don't want to do this, just like stop. Like,
And then he would be like, no, I'm fine. I just really wasn't
I'm just
feeling
so
it today."
tired. I'm so, yeah, exactly. Or,
So
oh, it was a
burnt
long
out.
day at work.
Mhm.
And it was like, okay, either you
And
don't
that
want to
was
do it
the
or you,
thing.
like,
That was the thing, was that he had like a solid half hour to like vent to me about his workday on our way here. And then he would re-vent to you for another half an hour, and like the whole thing would just get drug out and be really long and exhausting.
yep, exactly. And it was too chaotic. And like, we would, try and figure out what we were going to talk about, and like trying to figure out like, okay, let research this topic or whatever. And it would just be like, I don't want
It
to.
would be Amy and I researching the topic, coming together, brainstorming ideas, figuring out which pieces we wanted to talk about, which pieces we would have time for, and then the other person just being like side commentary whenever, oh yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, well, and the funny thing is, like, I heard so often, like, oh, I don't know anything about that topic. And, like, I didn't have time to research it. So I'm just going to, like, piggyback off you guys.
Even when we literally had like a week to prepare.
Sometimes more than that. Sometimes we would, like, plan for a certain episode, like, months ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd still never even open up Google.
Literally like the one we did about those wilderness camps.
Uh-huh.
He didn't do any research.
No,
It was just us.
no. Because we had been talking about that for, like, weeks.
Months. That was a like 3-month one
Yeah.
at least.
Yep, that's right. Because we wanted to save it because we knew that it would take a lot of research.
Yeah, because I watched that documentary on Netflix called The Program, and then I told you about it. You were like, oh yeah, Paris Hilton. Like,
Yeah.
I was all into that. I heard about that. Oh my God, there's a docuseries. Like, now I need to watch it.
Yep.
And then, of course, the other person never watched it, didn't know what the hell we were talking about, and just was like, wow, that's really awful.
Yeah, I know. I will never forget, like, the amount of times where he'd be like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you start on this topics, and then, like, I'll dive in after. Like, no, you're not starting because you don't know anything. Like, okay.
I think we even like switched the order in which because you remember how we used to do, oh, you're announcing the episode this time because it was me last time, and like all the things. I think we even switched that order because he didn't know anything about it.
Yep, exactly. Because, yeah, that would require us, like, remembering from the last episode or going back and watching it to figure out who it was. But then, at some point, he was basically like, well, it doesn't really matter. Just, it's like, nobody watches us anyway. And that was his excuse for everything, was like, oh, nobody watches us. Like, no, that's not true. We do have an audience. It might be small, but it's there. And
Excuse me.
like I said earlier, even if it's one person, I don't care. That is one person that I'm making a difference in their life.
Oh God. Okay, I feel like we've spent way too much time giving this person the time of day.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't need that. They don't need
So let's talk about the fun things that we have in store, because we still have like that. We wanted to do an episode where we tried like things that our residents sometimes have to eat and drink, like the thickener and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So we were going to do an episode where we try like thicket, and I'm really, really not.
I'm not looking forward to that.
But I'm sure y'all will have a great time.
Yeah, so that is another thing, is that we get to do so many more TikToks now. Because we have a better setup and we can do more editing. And bloopers are another thing.
Yeah.
We have so many funny bits.
So many.
That we would love to do, and thumbnails. We can't wait to do a good thumbnail.
I know. I love when the thumbnail is literally just you and me being like,
I know, because it's like we don't have the capability of editing right now, but that's changing.
or like when my face is really just like my resting.
Yeah, when I'm just,
Face.
or when I'm like,
Yeah.
just like waiting for you to sit down.
But my absolute favorite thumbnails are the ones where it actually puts us like smiling.
Yeah.
Like we look like we're genuinely having a good time.
Or the ones where we're laughing, but we look like the crazy people laugh, and it's like, okay.
Self-care cannot always be done after a shift. So we have to do it on our days off, which involves like something as small as taking a nap or watching your favorite show, like binge watching something, or taking a bath with your favorite scented bath bomb, Epsom salts for, those sore feet. Even like doing your makeup. I feel like we need utensils for you to use. Props. Not utensils, props.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we talked about down the line, potentially creating like an Etsy shop or something.
For a self-care brand.
Yep. Oh, darn it, I just scratched more.
That's fine. We're still getting used to it. I feel like you can just put it like right here.
Yeah. Another thing that we had talked about too was making like candles for also like self-care.
Yeah, except
especially with like funny names. Yeah. We had talked about doing like a like psychotropic med name series with candles.
Lorazepam.
Do 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 do.
Lorazepam.
Do 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 do. Wrath. Jazz hands. Spear fingers. Any hoozles.
Self-care brand.
Yeah, I know, like, we've also talked about really doing lots of different avenues. We talked about maybe at some point, if we grow big enough, the ability to do, like, speeches and things, like public speaking and holding events. I don't know. I guess we'll see where it goes. And we're really, really excited, though, because this is the next step in the journey. We get to close the old chapter and we get to open the new one. And it's
like,
really exciting.
It literally marks the new.
Yeah.
So I feel like after today, you're probably not going to hear much about the person that used to be on the podcast with us. Because this is like, it's the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another.
Exactly.
So we're closing the page on the other.
Also, I doubt this person does listen, but if they do,
Closing the page? Flipping the page.
Keep in mind that we don't really owe you this much time typically. Like, we usually don't. It's rare that we actually bring you up this much, so just know that.
Yeah.
Usually, like, we'll crack a joke every now and again, but for the most part, that person really doesn't come up anymore.
No.
Which just goes to show where we are at in our healing journeys, because, man, if this had happened a few years ago,
we both would have been spiraling.
I was a different person.
Same. I do still find it funny that we're living rent-free, though. From a certain react to a message.
Yeah.
Months after, too. Wild.
I don't know. Sometimes you're just so fly that you live rent-free in other people's heads. What are you going to do about it?
I mean, we are pretty dope, so.
Not my problem. That sounds like a them problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, hold on.
Simming. The simming is real.
It so is. Do you have any final thoughts on said person?
No, not on that person. Just, I think by saying nothing, that is...
Says everything.
Yep, that's more powerful than anything. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing. So from here on out, probably not going to hear much, if anything, about that person anymore. Obviously, if you want to know who we're talking about and you don't know who we're talking about, you can go back and watch our old episodes if you so choose.
I think at some point those will probably come down. We do want to keep them up at least until we
Do the
reacts and go through all of our old episodes, and, you know, again, do them our way, talk about those topics our way. Once we have gone through each video like that and have released it, the old one that we're revamping is probably going to come down. So it's going to take a while. Obviously, this is going to be a long project, but all those videos will probably be done within the next year.
Yep, I agree. And also, don't forget that the last week of every month we do a Trump Trials episode, which is our mini series that we're continuing on with, since there are new horrors every day. The horrors persist, but so do I.
Oh, I forgot to mention in my shameless plug this time, obviously with caregiving, if you are new here, we try and incorporate a healthcare topic or like a caregiving topic into everything that we talk about.
So somehow whatever we're talking about relates back to us.
Exactly. Because caregiving and healthcare is everywhere. I mean, healthcare is like literally what we rely on to keep our bodies healthy. Everywhere you go, you're going to know somebody that's a caregiver, or you are a caregiver yourself. Everybody takes care of somebody in some capacity, whether it's an animal, a child, themselves. So yeah, caregiving relates to everything, and we like to find ways in how it relates because, trust me, we can do the caregiver math, and it always maths. It relates every time. Every time.
You remind me of that SpongeBob episode where he's like, and this.
Yeah. So I guess stay tuned for new projects. And yeah, just we'll keep you up to date on all of our things, and hopefully we can start providing better quality things. And
hopefully we will.
Okay, we will. And we're just so excited for the future. Like, this truly, I think, it's a brand new chapter. Honestly, if you want to call it a revamp, I would.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think those are my final thoughts. We're just so excited.
I am. We are.
Do you want to do the thing?
Julie,
do the thing.
You can find us on Facebook and TikTok at Boss Ravioli Queens. You can also email us, bossravioliqueens@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified every time we post a new episode. And let's be real, who wouldn't? Also, leave us comments. We like responding. And I'm going to say it again. Now that I know people leave us comments sometimes, I check.
Yeah.
Every time we post an episode.
Oh, and one thing, too, that we forgot to mention, we're also going to be boosting our social media a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to be back to making new posts eventually every day. We're going to slowly ease into it, but the goal will be every day, and then hopefully multiple times a day.
And honestly, on Facebook, it's usually just meme dumps, but we'll be there.
Yeah.
TikTok, you're going to eventually get our bloopers.
But who doesn't like memes? I mean, we're children, so.
And sometimes we make our own memes, and that's fun.
That is fun.
But like I said, on TikTok, you can most likely find more bloopers now. At least within the next month, we'll probably have quite a few posted.
Yeah, because we're really trying to get this out going ASAP. So
yeah.
Obviously, like I said, this whole revamp project is going to take a while, but it's we're really trying to get it going yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
And also, you can probably find some new TikToks from your faves here. Because it's not just going to be bloopers.
We had so much golden material that we recorded earlier. So stay tuned because it's so funny.
I'm going to have secondhand.
I'm good at, I know. I am I'm going to cry just thinking about it.
It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Everything's fine. Okay. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Until next time.
Bye.